They save lives, but now Ethiopia's doctors are fighting to save their own. Across the country, health professionals are protesting against low pay, unpaid salaries, and deteriorating working conditions. With many doctors earning just 7,600 birr, about $130 a month, even basic living expenses like rent and transportation have become unaffordable. In response, doctors and nurses have taken to social media and the streets, demanding fair wages, health insurance, affordable housing, and systemic reform. Strikes have erupted across the nation. In Mekelle, the staff of Ada Referral Hospital suspended all services in February 2025 due to months of unpaid salaries and a lack of transport support. In Hadia, over 300 workers at Shone Primary Hospital staged their third strike in less than a year after not being paid for 2 months. These walkouts have left patients without access to even the most essential care, pushing an already strained system closer to collapse. The crisis is made worse by reports of retaliation. The Ethiopian Medical Association has confirmed that some doctors have been imprisoned simply for demanding their salaries. Facing pressure and instability, many medical professionals are now leaving the country altogether. In fact, it's been said that more Ethiopian doctors are practicing in cities like Chicago than in all of Ethiopia. This is part of a larger emergency. Ethiopia already has one of the lowest doctor-to-patient ratios in the world. Without serious action from the government, that ratio is about to get even worse. These healthcare workers aren't just fighting for themselves, they're fighting for the future of medicine in their country. Now we turn to Somalia's oil exploration. Somalia's oil sector is still in its early days but holds huge potential. Experts estimate the country could have up to 30 billion barrels of oil and gas beneath its soil. Recently, Turkey's state energy company signed a deal with Somalia's Petroleum Authority to explore onshore oil reserves. Meanwhile, Norwegian firms have carried out seismic surveys offshore to better understand Somalia's hydrocarbon prospects. However, the sector faces hurdles. Political disagreements between the federal government and regional states like Jubaland have caused tension over who controls natural resource deals. These disputes make developing Somalia's oil wealth more complicated, but the promise remains significant. Next, let's take a look at Somalia's gold sector. Gold mining in Somalia is mostly small-scale and artisanal, with miners working mainly in the Golis Mountains region, especially around Milkso in Puntland's Sanag area. The annual production is estimated at around 300 kilograms, valued at roughly $1.5 million. However, much of this gold is smuggled out of the country to avoid taxes imposed by local authorities and militant groups like Al-Shabaab. The lack of formal regulation and ongoing security challenges make it difficult for Somalia to fully benefit from its gold resources. Despite these obstacles, the gold trade remains an important part of local economies. Turning now to the wider Sahel region, the recent surge in deadly attacks on military forces in countries like Somalia and Burkina Faso underscores a troubling trend. Islamist militant groups continue to exploit weak governance, porous borders, and economic hardship to expand their reach. These attacks not only threaten national security but also destabilize entire regions, displacing civilians and hampering development efforts. International partners, including regional coalitions and global powers, are stepping up support, providing training, intelligence, and humanitarian aid. Yet, the road to peace remains fraught with challenges, demanding sustained commitment and innovative strategies to counter violent extremism. In a devastating assault on March 28, 2025, jihadists from Jama'at Nasr al-Islam wal Muslimin (JNIM) launched a coordinated attack on Burkinabe forces in Diapaga, located in the Est region of Burkina Faso. The assault resulted in the deaths of at least 63 soldiers and volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland (VDP), with some reports indicating the toll could be higher. The attack was reportedly a reprisal for the massacre of over 58 civilians in Solenzo earlier that month. The jihadists utilized motorcycles and drones to monitor the movements of Burkinabe forces during the attack. After brief resistance, the Burkinabe forces retreated and the attackers looted and set fire to the military camp. The assault underscores the growing strength and freedom of movement of JNIM within Burkina Faso, highlighting the escalating security challenges faced by the country.